everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and if you're returning, welcome back. So back again with Johanna Basford Small Victories, small tutorial. This time we're doing the oranges, and if you'd like to see any of the other tutorials that I've done, it is up on a playlist on my channel. Just click on Johanna Basford Small Victories and all the tutorials for these little fruits is up on there. They range from 10 minutes to sort of half an hour long videos depending on which fruit I've done. But today we're going to do the oranges. As there's not many left, I thought we'd go in order now, so I'm going to start from the top. I've sort of picked out all my favourites, so now we'll start from the top. We'll do the orange today, and then we'll move on to the cherries and gooseberries and so on and so forth. So let's get right down to the orange. I have been looking forward to doing this one actually. Someone's been following along with this tutorial as well, and you know who you are, and one of my subscribers, she sent me pictures of what she's been doing on Instagram, and they look amazing. I had to do a double take because I actually thought it was like a screenshot of the page I'd done. It looks that brilliant. So thank you to anybody who is following along with these tutorials. It makes it all worthwhile to be sat here and describing and going through every little detail and step with you all. So I've already picked out my colours. As usual, we're going in with the Polychromos pencils again. I'm going to start on the big orange over here. So the colours I'm going to start off with for this one is 109, if I can find it. And 109 is dark chrome yellow. Dark chrome yellow. So I'm going to go in with a light layer of this all over the orange. You know me, we eliminate that white space straight away. Get that out of here straight away. Makes it so much easier. So much easier. And we will go in with this with a harder pressure as well at some point, but I'm just going to do that for now. Then I'm going to go in with 113, which is a really lovely colour. This is the orange glaze. Orange glaze 113. It's gorgeous. So now I'm going to start off deepening everything up, and I'm going to deepen up from the bottom. So you can go in with, oh, why did that go on that part of the orange and not on there? Let me erase that. I think my pencil needed sharpening. We'll use that as an excuse. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Yeah, we're going to start off at the bottom. Blow that dust away. And we're going to make it darker all around the bottom edge. So medium to high pressure, you can afford to do that on here, and then we're gonna get lighter pressure as we come up to the top area. It's gonna be a really nice punchy orange colour. So again, medium to high pressure. Gonna get this colour straight down, no messing about. Gonna get it straight down. Let's neaten up the edges a little bit as we're coming further up to the middle and the top of the orange. Small circular motions, light pressure, just to really get those edges nice. And then I'm going to go in with a slightly darker colour, but only at the very bottom. So at the very bottom we're going to use this one. This is dark cadmium orange 115. My camera never wants to zoom in on these colours, but they will all be linked in the description, and I do of course always tell you the colour name. So dark cadmium orange 115. Going in at the very bottom. So we're going to have a really dark bit right at the bottom bit, and not forgetting the bit over here. So we'll pop a bit in the corner over there and a little bit there. And that's all we're going to do with that colour. Then we're going to go in with, I think it's this colour, let me double check. Yeah, cadmium yellow 107. Now I'm gonna go in with this just around this area here, and just like a little spot. So you just pick out a little area, maybe a little small section like that. You can see where I've gone in, and that's all we're going to go in with that colour in. That's just gonna be a bit of a sort of lighter section, and then we're going to stop there. And then we're going to go back in with a dark chrome yellow, if I can find it. Dark chrome yellow 109. We're going to go back in with this one, starting at the bottom and working our way all the way to the top. with this colour. So although it says dark chrome yellow, I think this is more orange. I really do. I would not say this is yellow. I would say it's more of a like pale orangey shade myself. I'm going to bring some of it into that little bit of yellow highlight we made there. And then I'm going to go back in again with the orange glaze. Emergency vehicle going past, I do apologise. Let that go past, that noisy little, might be an ambulance. So yeah, going back in with orange glaze at 113, and we're going to make everything a bit more orange. So going in again over the top of the dark chrome yellow, but leaving some little bits out. So we're sort of getting all those different tones of yellowy and orange in there, making it look a bit more realistic. So we've got our yellowy colours, orange colours, our deeper orange colours, then we've got the highlight in the middle. And then we're going to do the exact same on the bottom bit of the skin on this one. So again, going in first with the dark chrome yellow 109, and we're going to do our light layer of this. Light layer. Get rid of all the white space. The only difference I'm going to do on this bit is I'm not going to do that yellow highlight on this one. This one's going to be fully orange and dark at the bottom. So we'll go in with the orange glaze now, 113. And we will start to add some of that. Over there. Now this time, because it's quite in the shadow bit, all this bottom bit here as well, we're going to go in with that dark cadmium orange 115. I'm going to put quite a lot of this on this one, I think. So starting off right at the bottom. Hard pressure, because why not? Get that colour straight down on the page. Blow away any dust. And now I'm going to go back in with the orange glaze 113. Just on a bit more at the top there. And then the very edge that I've just left out, we're going to use that dark chrome yellow 109. Just at the very top there. There we go. And now we can start with all the rest of it. So going in on this slice next, we're going to use the orange glaze 113 for the very edge. So this bit on the very edge, we're going to do sort of block colour of this. I'm going in with a hard pressure anyway here. And then just for a bit of difference with the darkest orange, the dark cadmium orange 115, I'm just going to pick out in areas, little areas, maybe at the top there, maybe a bit at the bottom, just some little areas with that one, that dark colour. And then, where's the other colour gone? Where are we? Not orange glaze, where's the dark chrome yellow gone? There we go, dark chrome yellow 109. And then going to go in with a teeny tiny bit of this. Let me bring you in a bit more. Just a teeny tiny bit of this. Let me erase all that off the edge of my page. You can't see it very well. Right at the edge there. Can you see I'm barely putting any colour down? Right on the tip of that black line, I'm putting a touch of this colour in. As we're going to build up our colours now on this edge stripping. Don't worry if you put a bit too much down, you can always go over with an ivory or a cream and that will really dull down the colour. So you don't need to worry about that. Then I'm going to go in with 107 cadmium yellow. and we're going to follow that line. So where we've just been with that, I'm going to follow it with a little bit. So all around the edge again. And then we're going to go in with our cream. So cream 102. And we're going to fill in anything that's left around the edges. There we go. Now where we've got these colours out, I'm going to do the exact same thing around the edge of this one. Now this is teeny tiny, so I hope you can stay and follow along, but it is really teeny tiny. But again, with the dark cadmium, not the dark cadmium yellow, where's my chrome yellow? Dark chrome yellow 109, you're going to go right on the sort of inside edge, and I'm going to go on the outside edge with this one as well. Go on the outer edge that's just there. We'll go in with that on there, why not? A little teeny tiny bit. I mean, this is tiny, it's going to be quite hard to get these colours in, but just try your best. Then we're going to go in with that 107 again, cadmium yellow. Try and get a little teeny bit of that in around the edge, and then back in with your cream 102, all in the space you've left, which isn't much. There isn't much left. Oh gosh, teeny tiny. Now the centre, the very centre circle there is going to be white. We're probably going to do it with gel pen at the end. And this tiny little circle here, that's going to be all white as well. But next up, we're going to do 108, dark cadmium yellow this time, 108, and we're going to go in light layer all the centre, these little segments, and on this side as well, all the centre. Doesn't matter if you go over that, you can go over that circle because the white gel pen will go over it at the end. Really doesn't matter, don't worry about that. White gel pen will go over most things. So there we go with that colour. And then I'm going to use a light yellow. So this one's a light chrome yellow, 106. And with this one, I'm sort of going to go in really randomly on some of the segments. So with a hard pressure, I'm just going to build up some of the colour with this. So you might want to come from the top of the segment down to the bottom, or some you might want to come from the bottom of the segment up to the top, and just really be a bit random with it so you can just see where I've put that colour down. So be as random as you want, but leave some space out because we're going to go in deeper with the pencil we've just used as a base. So that one there. Let me find my 108 again. It's gone for a walk off this desk. So back in with the dark cadmium yellow now, 108, but now we're going to go in with a harder pressure, and we're going to go in between the areas we've just been with the lighter yellow. So we're filling up all the space that's left in between where we've just been. I like colouring oranges and lemons, and it's a shame there's not a lime on here actually. Would have liked to do a lime as well. That would have been nice. So there we go, get it to where you want that to be. I think about there will do. Yeah, I think about there. And then I'm not going to put the white gel pen in until the end, so now we're going to move on to the leaves. And the colours I've picked out for the leaves, first I've got a colour for the stalk, which is a brown when I find it. So Bistre 179, I'm just going to go straight in on the stalk. We're not going to bother shading that, it's teeny tiny, it can just be one block colour Nice and simple. And then for the leaves, we're going to go in first with Permanent Green Olive 167 light layer. Trying not to get it on your petals of your flowers, but I probably will at some point. Just be all over. I quite feel like, even though it's winter here and it's freezing, I could just eat an orange actually. I have to be in the mood for an orange. A lot of the time I prefer the smaller ones without the seeds in them. The little clementines and whatnot. But I quite fancy an orange. It's really strange that, isn't it? Because I'm colouring one. And next up we're going to go in with deep cobalt green this time. 158. And I'm going to pick random areas for this. So I think we'll go in a bit deep there. I think it's a really lovely rich green, this. It's going from the bottom, pull it up a bit there. I'm really just putting it in random areas this time. So you can see there's no sort of doing it from the bottom to the top lighter or anything like that. I'm just pulling out areas onto a bit darker. Maybe on one side of the leaf you could have it dark, where there's a shadow, like down here. Be as random as you like. You don't have to put the placement down exactly where I'm putting it. Just put it where you want to put it. Let's go from the top on this one and make it a really deep green tip on there. There we go. And then I don't know if I want to go back in with the colour I've just used or whether to use a white to blend on this one. Let's do a white, and if I don't like the coating it's putting over it, I'll go back in with the Permanent Green Olive. So white 101, let me check it's clean. I'm only going over the lightest greens with this. I'm trying not to go over that cobalt, because if you do go over that cobalt you're really going to dull down the colour, the vibrancy. But I think I will go back in with that Permanent Green Olive and just add a little touch of it back in over the top of the white. Yeah, so back in my Permanent Green Olive 167, just add a bit in over the top. It'll still be lighter than the rest because you're putting it over the top of the highlight, the white, which will, you know, it will keep it brighter. Got pencils rolling everywhere. Suppose I've not rolled completely off the desk at this point. So has anybody purchased any Black Friday items? Have you seen any good things in the sales? I'm one of them where I always end up spending up my money before actual Black Friday. You know, the deals that come before Black Friday. But yeah, I've not bought any stuff. This was the most recent purchase, this book. So I've not bought anything else since this. Nothing at all. Now we're going to move on to the flowers. So the flowers, I'm thinking about bringing in, you might think I'm mad because they are white flowers, but I can see on my reference picture a little bit of mauve mixed in with the white floral. So I'm going to add a teeny tiny little bit of this on the petals. So mauve 249, I'm going to pop a little bit just near the base of it, the base of the petal, and then I can sort of mix the whites and greys into it. Just makes it a bit different as well, I think. like I say, you always have other colours in white flowers. It's never just pure white. There's always some sort of colour shining off there. So I'm going in with this, why not? In the centre I'm going to do a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to go in with this one. Cadmium Yellow 107. I'm going to go into the centre with that one. There we go. A little bit of grey. I want really quite a light grey. Let me try and find a warm grey this time. I've been using cold greys a lot. I think we want a warm grey. We'll go in with a warm grey. So warm grey 271. I'm going to add a little bit of this. Maybe on the tip, on the edge of the purple or the mauve. Oh, someone's just posted something through my letterbox. Sounded like a parcel. I hope they've not crushed my parcel. There's nothing more annoying when they try and force something through your letterbox, you know, what shouldn't really fit through. There's nothing more irritating, honestly, there's really not. Now going in with the white 101. We're just gonna come from the tips of the petals and really, I do want this coating to go over the mauve because I want it to dull it down a bit, because we don't want it to be too bright. So I don't mind that white going over the top of that, and we'll dull it down a bit. Too many pencils on the side of me, guys. Too many pencils. They're everywhere. So that's that, and now we can go in with the best bit. The most fun bit is the white gel pen details, because I love it. I love it. So first off, I think we'll do the leaves. We'll start from the top and work down to the bottom. So we'll do our little dotting details on the leaves, because I love it. Just brightens it up a little bit as well, you know, if you've used some really dark colours on the leaves, it's nice to pop the white detailing in on the darkest bit of the leaf. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then I think we're going to go in on this bit of the orange. So I'm going to do where we had that sort of yellowy highlight. I'm going to pop in some little teeny tiny dots, and this will act as a highlight. Now you can add some bigger dots. You can go for a bigger dot like that, and then smaller dots. But that is going to be our highlight on that orange. And then these ones down here, like I said before, this bit here is white on the orange. Now if you prefer to use something that's going to be a bit more opaque, like a really good Posca pen, if you've got a really good bum that doesn't stop working like mine. The nib on mine's gone funny. It's the nib on it that's gone funny on mine. Now I'm going to outline all these little black bits, because I just feel like it'll be more realistic if they've disappeared. So whatever gel pen you have, or Posca pen that's going to be the best to work with, you grab that. This may take some time. This is going to be one of the longer tutorials, I think. White gel pen details always take forever. I used to do a lot, I don't do that many anymore, but I used to colour a lot of the Mystic Art Mirrors pages, and I used to love outlining them all. Like all the girls that I'd coloured, I used to love outlining them all with white gel pen, especially the mermaid ones. But it took forever. I once decided to outline the whole of her hair, and I quickly regretted my decision on that one. But it looked awesome when it was done, but it took absolutely ages. I'm a bit of a perfectionist as well, where if it starts where you can see, you know, where you can see the black lines coming through the white again, I will keep going over it. Probably even when I've stopped filming this video, once it's dried, if it has come through a bit more, I will go back over the top of it again, just to make it more opaque. Could even be good if you've got, but you'd need a really fine detail brush, if you could go over this bit with a gouache or a white acrylic paint, but you really need a fine detail brush to do it with because it's teeny tiny. But that would work better, to be honest. Let's just pull that line over there, and then we've got this bit, which I've not missed it. I just got sidetracked. I've not forgot about that bit there. There we go, and then you can add some little lines in if you want. Now you don't have to, but there is sort of little, in the segments, there is sort of little lines where we've got the juicy bits. You have like the juicy bits shining, so you can do that, and then add a bit around the edge if you want to add a bit around the edge, just to make it a bit more real looking. Totally up to you, but I like to do that. And then we're going to do this one. So the same thing again, gonna go in the center first, fill in that little semicircle. I say semicircle, it looks like a semicircle because it's squished. And then we're gonna outline all of this. So this may take some time again. This one's even smaller. I don't know how well you do with my first suggestion of doing it with gouache or acrylic paint on this side, because it is tiny. Teeny tiny. Oh, if the Derwent Chromaflow pencils are still on sale as well, there was on Amazon UK the other day for £59 for a 72 set. I cannot recommend them pencils enough. I think they're brilliant. As someone who's never got on with Prismacolors, it's like, I'd compare it to a Prismacolor that I can get on with. It's like a nice soft pencil, but it's not too soft. It's not like smooshy like the Prismas. I don't like the smushiness of the Prismas. I find I can't blend with them or anything. I don't know what it is. They don't agree with me. But the Derwent Chromaflow are amazing. I love them. They might be my second favourite pencil. Obviously, nothing will top the Polychromos for me. Nothing will top that. I know them like the back of my hand now, the Polys. But the Derwent Chromaflow are up there with my second favourite. They've got to be. So for £59 for a pack of 72 at the minute, they're supposed to be £99 I think. £59 you can get them for. Absolute bargain price. There we go. So probably we'll end up going over that at some point, believe me. But then if you want some highlights around the edge, like I said, you can pop some little highlights around the edge. And then even on the skin, if you want to pop some of the highlights here on the lighter bit of the skin, where we put that yellowy, more of a yellowy bit, pop some around there. But I'm going to leave it at that before I get carried away, because you know me with this white gel pen. Oh, it gets some use. It gets some use. I've been through lots of different gel pens. I'm on the Jelly Roll at the minute, although I did go off these for a time. But this is my best working white gel pen at the minute. All of my RTs have stopped working. So these that I used to rave about when they first came out, they was amazing when I first got them. And then they all dried up for some reason. There's loads of ink left in, but they don't come out. I don't know what's gone on, but every single Arteza white gel pen I've got, they won't come out. I scrub and scrub and scrub. I warm them up in my hands. I do everything. It will not come out. The Posca pen is temperamental to me, and the nib's gone all funny, so I can never get like, you know, a straight line, because the nib has gone horrible. I don't know why, because I've not been heavy-handed with that. It just went like that. So yeah, at the minute, my Jelly Roll is my go-to. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Mad. They're temperamental, those pens. That's all I can say. So I'm going to zoom back out again and lift the page up, and then we can see the whole of what we've done again. Oh, 29 minutes long on this video. It's not as long as I thought, then it's not too bad. I think that colour of that flower really complements everything on the page. It's better than just having it white sometimes, I think. These flowers I'm going to do baby blue. so that'll be a nice one as well. But please, 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 if you enjoyed this video, do hit that thumbs up, comment down below an orange emoji, and in the next video I will be doing the cherries, so stay tuned for that tutorial, and I'll see you again. Bye.